Hello and welcome back. We are here continuing our Civ 6 run as Abraham Lincoln. Last episode, by the way, we're doing this because PDX is coming out with a new 4X game called Millennia. Gotta remember not to say 4K game because you'll catch me in 4K. It's a 4X game. I believe it's titled Millennia or Millennium or something like this, but it's going to be coming out soon, so we are going to be doing a tour of a few 4X games, and one of them is going to be Civ 6, and this is our run so far. Last episode, we kind of founded a few more cities. We got added Boston, San Francisco, New York to the mix. We've kind of been discovering along the way that we're maybe a little bit too close to these volcanoes, so maybe a little bit of an error, but it is what it is, you know, Pompeii, etc., and so that's kind of what's going on there. But most importantly, we got what we've kind of been rushing the entire game, which has been apprenticeship. So we are going to be popping off by placing some industrial zones, and then we are, from those industrial zones, because of our unique bonus, we are going to be getting amenities, which is going to be great, but also we are going to be getting, free units that will be not require any sort of maintenance or resources, and gets +5 combat strength. And so the plan is, we're about to finish Hercules, the great hero. If we come up here, and we come up to heroes, we will see that Hercules allows us to complete districts. He allows us to instantly complete friendly districts, costs 2 charges and ends the turn, etc. So we're going to use that to pump out some of these, industrial zones quite quickly and look to finish off Korea kind of in the nearest future. Might not finish them off this episode, but this is going to be kind of the plan of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be industrializing for the first time ever that we've ever done in our life in a video game, the first industrialization ever, and so this is going to be pretty nice for us coming on in, starting to get into our bonuses, as well as the entire plan for the run was getting these mega adjacency bonuses, +11, is really nice on a one of these things. We're getting from the quarry, the adjacent districts, the adjacent dam, and the adjacent aqueduct. All of this combined, there's 2 aqueducts adjacent, 2 aqueducts adjacent, 2 dams adjacent, and so all of this is going to look quite nice for us, and so we're kind of coming into our own and popping off a little bit. Everyone's mad at us because we're still at war with Korea, but I think after we finish off Korea, after we liberate the cities of Korea, then we will probably look to just chill out quite a bit and see what we can do. Did you mind that? Okay, I guess you're quarrying it up. We did want to maybe put in a Panama Canal there, but if we don't, that's kind of fine. And so this is the way things are looking as of right now. Kind of moving across, trying to deal with the barbarians with a few of our forces here. Before they get too big. This one might turn into a city-state. That's not too big a deal. City-states in the snow is actually quite nice because we can, look to gain suzerainty over them, and this is going to be kind of part of our play. One suzerainty we got that's actually got last episode that's turning out to be quite good is Johannesburg, which gives they get +1 production for every improved resource. This applies to a lot of resources, and after researching industrialization, it becomes +2 production, and so industrialization is of course going to be something we prioritize, and so all of this is kind of coming along quite nicely. So let's get into it and be off on our way. So we unlock monarchy. Now I think long term we would rather be a merchant republic. We turn our diplomatic slots into wildcard slots, and this has 2 wildcard slots, and I think that we overall like the 15% production towards districts. We kind of want to industrialize up, but guess what, we have monarchy available right now, so we are going to switch to monarchy, and so this is going to be nice for us. And this is going to gain us more slots. Now we have one kind of slot that is making production towards settlers. We're currently producing settlers. Maybe we want urban planning instead, or maybe we just want urban planning here. This is a little bit of an interesting one. I think we might go for charismatic leader, but we're gonna have 2 more slots here, and so we can get extra production towards a variety of things, I think. And the harbor district one, we do like that one. And loyalty, it's a little bit, I don't know exactly the next thing we want. We could get +1 resource. This is not really, I don't think this is very good. Plus, we're not really producing anything, and we're not really yielding that much. I guess maybe we even just go with the barbarian one and do something like this. We're still trying to get the very last great profit. It looks like no one else is kind of going for it, and so we still might be able to squeeze it in, and then kind of switch to something that's a little bit more useful for us. I think that we will want to accumulate a few envoys and then slot in this one and then go for all the industrial city-states that we do not have an envoy in right now, something like this. But for now, we will confirm this as our policy. And of course, as soon as we hit confirm, we will regret our decision, as is how you play this game. And then we will probably... We're not, well, we're going to try and found a religion. We're going to try and get the bonus here. So I think we're going to just put in and try and get some progress on this one. Is that what we want to do? I think that's what we'll do. I mean, we're not going to do 4 farms, and we're not going to do 6 farms anytime soon. And I think we kind of do want serfdom, you know, as a policy card a little bit. So maybe this is attractive. We haven't really considered good places for farm triangles. A little bit of an oversight. I mean, here might be a good place for a farm triangle, but we're gonna have the farm on the hill, something like this. We do like to make good use out of the rice and the wheat, but I think this is our only rice/wheat tile that we currently have at all in the game. Looks like we do need another builder, but we're gonna look to wait for this, and so maybe we will hit a nice timing, you know, getting feudalism and getting this kind of at a similar time, and then we will look to buy a bunch of builders and have them getting +3, a total of 6 of construction. Or not 6 construction, rather. They will get, they will get 6 build opportunities. 3 from the base, +1 from the pyramid, and +2 from serfdom, and then we'll just buy a whole bunch. Maybe somehow we can acquire Liang, and she will give, you know, +1 off of Guildmaster, so we could even get 7 build charges, something like this. And we get a great person too, and it is, okay, we are going to be founding a religion, so we're going to recruit them. Now, we can't found a religion until we build our first religious sector area, so we will probably be looking to do that. Getting a really nice adjacency bonus is maybe not super important to us in this regard, but we do want to be adjacent to either natural wonders or mountains. We have a lot of stuff that's adjacent to mountains, and so we'll probably look to construct it out of maybe St. Louis, maybe buy a tile and construct it. Kind of would rather get the industrial thing going. I mean, this is kind of the catch-22, right? We want to industrialize everywhere, and then we kind of run into problems. Maybe with something like Boston, well, we want to put our aqueduct here so that we can't put, yeah, it's just a little bit of a struggle. If we take a look at the map tax, and this is something in this game, I know I'm just underutilizing holy sites, and I think there are holy site mechanics in regard to specifically some of this stuff, but you see that we can get +1 from all these mountain tiles, +2 from natural wonders. We get it from adjacent wood tiles, and we get it from government plaza, and so maybe we need to try and think about where we're going to put our government plaza, and maybe it goes somewhere like right here, and maybe we you know, look to build a couple holy centers around it, and just concede to having maybe not the best holy centers. I don't know exactly the right decision, but we will want to do that so that we can actually found the religion, because they cannot found a religion unless they are on a holy site district. Alright, so we have our dear friend Hercules now built. Great hero / district rusher extraordinaire, and so we will change this on over to build this district here. It's currently a +3, it eventually will be a +11 once we get everything all up and going, and then we will do Hercules' labor. It costs 2 charges, and ba-boom, that's a district, and that's a free melee unit. So this is, you know, the power of Hercules and Abraham Lincoln, historical allies combined. We will look to get rid of this soothsayer with that guy, but I think what we're also going to do is we are going to purchase a tile. We can rush a total of, we got 4 turns until border growth. I haven't said border girth. Alright, it's the size of your border, it's the width of your border, not the height. But we will be moving Hercules over to rush this one, because we will want to finish the lighthouse and then get production on the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, and then we will move Hercules finally on over to rush the production of you know, the industrial district for San Francisco, so that they can, you know, finish the pyramids a little bit faster. And then, of course, Hercules, still a great combat unit. We're going to use Hercules in his 34 lifespan, along with the 3 men-at-arms that he recruits, to try and get in on Korea here. And so this is going to be the overall plan. I think maybe we actually, we could go for a workshop. It's probably best to go for a workshop, huh? I was thinking that maybe we go for a catapult here, something like this. We could even buy a catapult, and maybe we'll do this to make our life a little bit easier. when it comes to trying to push these cities. We'll probably start with this city and then go into Seoul, and then expect this one to just swap, and then go into Jinju, and then, you know, call that a day, where we just full annex Korea here. So that's going to be pretty nice for us. This guy needs to heal, yeah, so this is the plan, with great Hercules leading the Industrial Revolution in America, as, you know, was historically written. So I was misremembering a mod when we talked about putting this entertainment complex here. We cannot put an entertainment complex on top of the iron. The iron is just iron for now, and so that it was revealed is a little bit of a not so nice, because now we have to think about how exactly we want to get our Colosseum. We were really hoping to get an adjacency bonus. We have this here, this Grassland Hills, this theater district here. There's a theater district here, which makes, you know, kind of putting an entertainment complex, you know, right here a little bit appealing, but obviously that's not our territory. And so we could do something like this and then have a +3 bonus, but like the +3 bonus, it's really nice when you can be next to the entertainment complex and the Coliseum, and so this is going to leave us in a little bit of a lurch. I suppose we could do this. We could do this, right? We could put the theater square here, and then we could put the entertainment complex here, right? Delete this, and then we could put, yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't, actually, wait. Hold the phone, pump the brakes. We got a little bit of a better setup here we could do. We could put right here, we could put right here, we could put the entertainment complex, right? And then after that, we could put right here a theater square, and then on the other side, a theater square. And so we will still get, you know, a good smattering of bonuses, despite the fact that, you know, we will have to mine out the iron. And the iron, like, this is a pretty good node, you know. It's going to give us, when we put an iron mine on top of it, it's going to give us a decent amount of production and stuff. So it's not terrible that this is shaken out the same way. We will get, you know, the Coliseum in the same square with this setup, and Baltimore will get a nice theater district that it can have, but unfortunately St. Louis's theater district's kind of gonna just suck. We're planning on building the Hui Tikal right here, so we can get one adjacency. We would have preferred it like right here for double adjacency, but yeah, eventually we get this city, but then we like still don't get an adjacency. I don't know. I suppose we could even consider just putting another entertainment district here once we take this city, but Coliseum's not going to be exactly as we wanted it, but we are going to still, you know, put down the entertainment complex to lock in the price, and then we are going to switch back to, you know, finishing the workshop first, which I think is going to be a little bit better before we go and try and push the wonder. We already finished the aqueduct, so we are getting adjacency bonuses to these nearby industrial sectors, and we will be moving this guy over up into the right, because we are still having some trouble with the barbs, and I think that you know, we will have more than enough you know, military power to go after this city. We're going to approach from this side. We're going to found a city right here. It will remove the rainforest tile. People are too trusting, that's true. You know, with this city here, we will look to, Detroit's not looking so hot this time of year, but we will be looking to connect up, you know, kind of in this direction. This is not, it's not going to be the best city, but it's not going to be the worst city, and maybe we use these kind of slots for our districts, perhaps even putting, you know, tentatively, I actually don't hate this idea where we are using this for the government plaza. We're getting a +1 here, and then we just try and put a lot of districts here. We still need to found our religion, so we still need to put down a religious district somewhere, and so maybe somewhere in this mix makes a lot of sense. I really wish we got wonder bonuses for, you know, our religious centers, but we don't, and so, yeah. So we grab a goody hut, and it reveals Niter, which we kind of aren't super in favor of, because we like to make sure that we can place our districts where we want before. Like, if we're not going to use the Niter, we don't really necessarily want to reveal all the Niter, but there's some Niter here. But our troops are closing in on a Gyeongju. I'm not sure how to pronounce this stuff, but this city here is going to be flipping to us kind of in the near future, especially once we take this and get the pressure pressure from this. And so we decided not to push this city and instead push this city. And so that is going to be going good. Might be getting ourselves into a little bit of trouble with this man-at-arms, but I think that the stats are good enough that we can kind of just throw him around and eventually, you know, disperse this clan as we like look to kind of put the nail in the or put the screws into Korea. It's not quite the nail in the coffin, but they don't have walls in this city, and so you know, once this city flips, out of this city, we might end up buying a catapult to try and take down some of the stuff. We have quite a big combat, you know, advantage. They only have 26 there, and these guys have 45. There's 40 base, and then plus 5 because they were created with the Abraham Lincoln thing, and so looking pretty strong here. So we decided to go south for Jinju instead of going for Seoul. Also, we we purchased a trader for Detroit to add. We are doing an internal trade route. Maybe 12 gold is better than +2 food, +2 industrialization, but this will get this Detroit kind of up and running a little bit faster, which will be nice for us. Also, I believe this is the last turn before we kind of end the age, and so we're expecting, you know, our pressure to increase even more. Ooh, this isn't even the capital. It's the original capital of Korea is Seoul. It's not Jinju. Jinju has just grown much larger, but Jinju has no walls, and so we will be going for Jinju instead of going for Seoul right away, and we will get an inspiration, big nice. And then here we will be able to, once this city rebels, we will be able to converge on Seoul pretty easily. We will keep the city for ourselves, and Korea is soon to be wiped out. So we get a golden age, and of course Korea's having problems, and they get a dark age, which is going to give us a lot more exertion, and we get feudalism, so we're going to have a nice timing for going for builders. I think we are going to slot in extra builder, what is it, I think maybe we slot out this extra, actually, maybe the extra production in all cities at this point is a little bit less useful than the 50% towards settlers. We do have a couple places producing settlers, but let's just do this. In either case, we are going to be going for, you know, newly trained builders, gain extra build actions. We've saved up a little bit of gold, maybe not as much as we like, but I guess we probably shouldn't have produced that trader. Yeah, we shouldn't have produced that trader. But we did produce the trader. We probably should have saved it for being able to just buy builders, but we will be able to get builders with extra build actions. This guy's not long for this world, unfortunately for him. But these guys rebel, and I think that in 10 turns they will petition us to join our empire. And so we've just moved a couple of you know, troops up in this region to maybe defend our interests, you know, for the time being, because they do get a couple of free units. And so we'll defend against these units, and then we will just look to converge on Seoul here. We will just, you know, heal these guys up and then send everyone in. I don't think they can. Yeah, they have full loyalty, so I don't think we can decay them out. I don't think you can do that with the original capitals. I'm not 100% sure, but this will be pretty good for us. Let's take a look at civics and maybe what we can do here. So are there any civics we in particular have revealed that we want to go for? No, there are not. And so I guess we could just go for pre-recorded history. We have 2 campus districts now, so we can kind of unlock this one and maybe just look to reveal a little bit of stuff. This one will be a little bit faster. Ooh, if this one's a little bit faster, oh, you know what we could do? We will get this finished, right, in 3 turns. We will also finish the pyramids in 3 turns, and so we will be able to buy 1 builder with 6, you know, build slots instead of, you know, the usual 3, and then we'll be able to slot out and swap, you know, kind of what we want. We do eventually want, I forget which tech the plus efficiency or adjacency bonuses for industrial stuff is on, but this is going to be one of the best cards for us, and so we will want to get it when available. But, you know, it's looking pretty grim for Korea in this timeline of ours. I think we will just go here and kind of invite him across the river, and we will pick up this plantation. Of course, it does make people upset, and ooh, does this mean we have an industry opportunity? Now that we've improved 2 wine resources, you have the opportunity to create an industry around them. Okay, so that's going to be nice for us. We'll probably have to decide where we want our industry. Is the industry bonus for this? I guess we can't use them yet. I'm not sure if the industry bonus is going to be different for this as opposed to another one. Also, this is probably a good spot for a farming triangle. So why don't we put down, you know, a farm triangle here. because, of course, you get a bonus by having all these three kind of in a circle together, and we already have, you know, 2 maze here anyways, and so this is actually going to be pretty nice, and we probably will be plopping down a city here, so that will really be facilitating the growth of both Boston and whichever city is going to be either here. I think it's this is where we can found it, or maybe we found it across, give a little bit more room and gain access to a little bit more resources. In particular, here is a little attractive because we will immediately have access to good resources, so maybe we'll just plop a city down here. We will be able to touch all of these resources that Washington, Philadelphia, etc. can't touch, and we will have access to a really nice harbor, you know, in right here. Because it'll be a +4 harbor from these adjacencies, and then we can also make sure we lock in the marble too. Yeah, I think I like this, and so that'll be a pretty nice spot for a city. We have this settler coming in through here. Maybe not use that settler for it, because he'll have to walk pretty far up this way, and maybe use a settler that we construct, you know, in Washington, D.C. after producing this aqueduct. Aqueduct finishing is, of course, going to be really nice, because it'll give +2 to each of these, you know, industrial sectors, and so we will want to, after, you know, after completing the lighthouse, I think we might even go aqueduct rather than workshop, which is going to give +2 production for us anyways, and then after aqueduct, then I think we might go in on the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, and I think that this is probably a pretty good shout. Anyways, moving along. So for these voting things, I am not too privy as to what the perfect strategy is. We're going to put in duplicates of marble, grant amenities, because we do have duplicates of marble, and we are going to put extra generation towards great engineers. I think we're going to put in a couple extra votes, but not too many. We can really decide what goes down, and so I think we'll just put in 2 extra votes here, and if someone's going to spend all of their votes to be, well, actually, we could lock it in for just a little bit more. We could put in 4 votes. I think this locks it in, basically. No one, or I guess a few have above 180. Let's just take a conservative 2-vote thing and submit it and see what exactly passes. I think, do we figure that out next turn or at the passing of the turn? Let's see. A great people of the class, great admiral. Okay, this is fine. Fair enough. I guess a lot of people voted for admiral. We have 1 vote for Admiral here. Yeah, a lot of people voted for Great Admiral. This is not terrible for us. We will gain some progress. And hey, look, it looks like Seoul is just going to capitulate their way away anyways to us. This place is going to flip, so we could just make peace. I think we don't have to make peace, but if we make peace, do we just... I'm not sure if there's a way, if we get fewer grievances by making peace and just letting this flip, or just letting this flip while we're still at war, but we will not need to push the city at all, and instead can just, you know, shuffle our troops around and maybe prepare for, you know, a little bit of an outing here. Let's send this guy out. Let's send Hercules. Hercules will take care of the city, keep it from rebelling. Hercules is not going to really be around too much longer, just another 14 turns, and so maybe we start trying to deal with various of these barbarian encampments. We'll move the archer there to maintain order. Hopefully that's not 1 turn. Okay, 16 turns, whatever. And so that'll be good for us. We will come in here into Philadelphia, and we will finish this aqueduct, which is going to give +2 production to both of these workshops here. And we do have coming in pretty soon dams. So we will be wanting to build a dam here and here. So we'll give New Orleans a dam, and then either Washington and Philadelphia will pick up this other additional dam. We have, I think, 2 turns, and then we will be buying a builder. Maybe we could try and secure enough funds to buy 2 builders during this turn, because it's going to be a critical turn where we're going to have +6, and then we're not going to have another big bonus after that. And so this is maybe going to be good for us. I think we could start maybe farming these out, because we know we want to create a farm triangle here, and so this will be good for us. Still waiting on the religion. Where are you going? Maybe we send you across the sea to start dealing with some of these. We just have to hope that these guys don't get accosted. The main idea was we just want to have a couple units to defend against this, but we only have to defend 9 turns. Well, actually, maybe you chill here for a couple turns, and then we send them, because we don't want any stray units just pillaging our stuff, but we will be swaying Seoul to our side. Oh, baby. Pyramids time. Look at that go.
Lived through some
So we
terrible
will
things.
get that, and so right now, at this very moment, we will get extra, we will get 3 build charges on each builder. We also get a free builder out of here, which is going to be nice. We're going to probably move him on over to deal with the Niter over here, and, you know, kind of put in some stuff on that, and maybe deal with these southern areas. Actually, he probably should have gone back this other way. We want to pick up these dies. And then we also wanted to buy one out of New Orleans, actually out of St. Louis. We're going to purchase ourselves a builder, and I don't think we're going to get 1k this turn, but we do get, you know, 2 6-build builders, which is pretty solid, and then we will be able to change our policies, and we will get out of these newly builded builders, build these things. And I think that we might slot in the first envoy. Let's actually see how many we do. Or Liang wouldn't have gotten there in time. I was just like kind of stressed, pressed, and depressed because we would have been able to get 1 more build charge off of Liang, but she's not getting there in time. I think we will appoint her, and I think we'll just slot her in at New Orleans, and maybe we end up doing something there. But now we can choose what civic we want to research. We see it's going to be quite a while until we do something or get one. We will be founding a religion kind of before we do anything else, but let's just kind of make progress towards each of these and see if we can get the Eurekas. We did move this great prophet over here, and you know what's funny is apparently, can we found a religion in a place? So this was the founding spot of Confucianism, but can we found another religion where we founded Confucianism? We can. Does this override it? I have no idea how this mechanic works, but we're just going to click the button and find out. Okay. So we are going to found a religion. Let's found Taoism, I suppose, or the crab religion. Let's found crabism. Sure. We can give everyone crabs. This will be spectacular. And so we don't have a lot of options. Holy Site production gives faith adjacency, gives bonus production, and we're going to be building a bunch of production in places anywhere. +1 amenity in places with 2 specialty districts, probably appealing to this. International trade routes provide +2 to cities with Holy Site District, an additional +2 gold for every building in the Holy Site District. We're probably not going to be building a ton of the districts, so we'll go for Zen meditation here. And then we have a whole bunch of these to choose from. I think we might... So we know we're going to mainly be building industrial centers, but I don't think that this is going to necessarily be too good. We could just try and naturally spread it and get some of this. You know, +1 science and +1 gold for a campus and commercial hub. You know, we are going to be building a decent chunk of these. Sacred places is maybe a good shout, considering I think we're going to try and push a lot of wonders. And, you know, pagodas, like the ones that unlock buildings, I think are not going to be that good in general for us. We could try for, you know, for every 4 followers of the religion, gaining, you know, this religious, but we don't have anything that's applying pressure. When you send an envoy to city-state, it adds 200 religious pressure to that city-state. I think we're going to be sending a lot of envoys. We've kind of tried to be playing around this stuff, and our religion spreads further away. Maybe let's just go for this, you know, religious unity one, and let's found this religion. We found crabism in the same founding spot of, how does that work? So this was founded in cities following this religion. This was founded initially in Jinjui. This was the initial founding spot. And did we just override the religion? Huh. Interesting. But we will gain just progress. It does make this the dominant religion, and so that's so fascinating that that's how it works. So we just override the Confucianism with the crabism. All right, we're going to spread our crabs everywhere. So we will, we also are trying to push these guys to maybe deal with some of this stuff. And so we're just kind of hoping that we don't get accosted on the coast by any boats, because the boats will sink us before we get there. But if we get there, we should be able to do work. This guy's not going to be long for this world, and I think this marble's now safe to take, so we'll probably be doing that. And we did manage to sneak this boyo out, just kind of zipping through here. We'll probably return him from whence he came. Maybe actually we return him to Boston to help defend against this place because, man, these guys are almost done. They're never stopping. Maybe we actually just want them to become a city-state, though, because this is not really that great a place to settle and will maybe give us more options. And so, we'll buy on that. We'll bite. And so we did found a religion here. There was something other we were trying to think about for founding religion, but I can't remember it, so it is what it is. So we have, settled 2 cities this episode, Los Angeles, Detroit. We have taken 3, and sorry, we have taken 2 cities. One just chose to join us. We've taken Gwangju, hopefully I'm pronouncing all these correctly, Jinju and Gyeongju, and Seoul is very soon to not be in the hands of Korea no more, and so we will soon be at peace. The peaceful American civilization here, we only took 2 cities, we get denounced, okay, it just, yeah, okay, I understand, and here is the end of Korea. Never erase the grudge that we bear against you in your hearts. Are you sure, my guy? Are you sure? Because, it seems that your city is looking to join me. Yeah, okay, we're going to settle where we please because we're here to manifest destinies, which is, okay, actually, we're probably only going to settle 1 or 2 more cities near him, but that's a sufficient amount. We get a mass eruption, and more importantly, that is the end of Korea. Korea is no more. They're not up here. And they are gone. They will be flipping over here because they never forget a grudge, except they do. And we will be getting, kind of all this area, west of the mountains for ourselves in the United States. Of course, this would never be the case that we, get a large amount of territory from the people who were indigenously here before, and then we just go for more territory. This would not be the case. This is not something we would do. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. We expanded quite a bit. We really had a nice military pop-off the back of Hercules and getting all these industrial districts, and you see now everything is popping way faster, and we are not building any military, but we have a very strong military, the American way, off the back of this Abraham Lincoln bonus, which was not the last time I played. This was not his bonus. This is such a neat bonus where we're getting these really caked up combat guys, and also giving +2 amenities and loyalties per turn. This is super nice. Plantations, okay, it is what it is. We will probably be going for something cultural because we have this film studio thing, moving forward. But right now, we have started the very basis of industrialization and getting a nice heartland for ourselves here, west of these mountains. We will look to clear out the barbarians here in the north with our units, and also to the east, overseas, probably looking to settle the Galapagos. Very nice that Mexico is not really gaining too much traction here. I think our next 2 settlers will be kind of near the Galapagos here as we look to colonize the New World. With our old world, something like this. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm thing. It does help out. And other than that, have a nice day.